What else did you think it was going to be? Of course, it's summons. They were Bronco Phoenix's account. It's always summons. It's 2024. It's always summons. He's got a lot of scrolls. We're going to open them. We're going to see what we get. 10-year Ancient Transcendent Scroll. I think he wants some of the older units too. Wow, he's missing a lot. Hopefully we get some good stuff. 270 10-year special scrolls. I want to see if we can get anything shine. Well, there's not too many here, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try either way. Let's do a couple fire scrolls. I should have seen if we can get multiple of 10, because if we just get 2 more fire scrolls from the shop, the arena shop, or the RTA shop, or whatever. He's looking for Beth. Oh, that was fast. I'll take it. And that's a new one too. Very nice. Off to a good start. Beth for Archangel Juno, mostly units for RTA. Oh God, help us. Wait. What rank? What rank? I feel like I know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be Fighter 3. I guess I could have cheated, but I didn't. I just assumed. Because I was looking at the list and I'm like, and I see the energy. So. Also, it seems to be a place a lot of people are. So. I would like to see a diagram. Come to us, get on that. They're like, no, we don't want diagrams. You know what I would rather have is a diagram of how many people are actually playing RTA. How many of the current players, the accounts that are logging in every single day, how many of them are doing RTA on a regular basis, like every day? So like, let's say, for example, you have 100 accounts logging in every day. How many of those 100 accounts, on average, are doing at least one RTA match a day? I'm curious. They will never, ever give those kind of numbers. Either that, or they will be doctored up so crazy. They'll be like, out of every 100 players, 97 of them are doing RTA every day. Like, no. I don't trust Councilus to give me any data, or give anyone any data that's like factually correct data. They're like 50 million players. I'm like, 50 million? Right now we have 50 million players. Like, nah, it's just been 50 million times that the game has been downloaded over the past 10 years. That's the 50 million players. It's the same people every time there's an update, or every time they get a new phone, they're like, I'm going to download Summoner 4. There's the bots that keep playing the game over and over and over again, spinning up virtual machines to play the game. Yeah. 50 million accounts. There was I mean, they always do. It's not a Comtois thing. It's all these games do that. There was another game that, it died within like 3 months of launching, right? And their big thing, they were doing sponsored promos, a bunch of sponsored promos. And one of their big things was, we might have actually done a sponsored promo for them years ago. But it was an MMO, and they were like 5 million pre-registrations, like 5 million. And then you play the game the first week, there was 100 people playing. It's like, it was like, where what, 5 million, but you only have 100 people play the game. Something doesn't add up. Something is not right. 5 million pre-registrations, and then 4.9999 million of those people were like, I'm good, I don't need to play this. That seems about accurate. It's every mobile game. They always have these crazy numbers that you're like, where did you get that number? They're like, it's ridiculous. Been doing this for too long. Too long. 50 million players. If there was 50 million, well, they're not saying 50 million players anymore. They say 50 million downloads. They imply that there's millions of players still playing. But they don't actually say 50 million current players, to be fair. They're just saying over 50 million downloads, I believe, is what it is. Unless it's more downloads then. Maybe it's 60, 70 million downloads now. I don't know, something like that. But yeah. I'm like, man, if there was any millions of players still playing, I wouldn't have to fight the same person 4 times in a row in RTA. That's if there was actually that many players. It's like 50 million players, but you're fighting the same person over and over and over again. It's like it's just not anyone else queuing up. But millions of players though. What do you expect? It's 10 years old. What do you expect? Beth, Veligul, Juno. Mostly units for RTA. He had another. Didn't he say something else? Oh, and Varad. Well, we've got none of those yet. At least we got something early on. You know what's sad? I check the game. I check the lists all the time of like new. Of course, because we talk about them in these videos. There's nothing coming out that's gonna dethrone anything. Like the only things that are coming out are MiHoYo games that are going to compete with other MiHoYo games. That's all that's coming out. In terms of like mobile, right? So. There's a couple, like solo leveling is, I hear some decent stuff about it. There's games that have been out for a couple years, you know, that people are still playing. You know, not huge player bases, but there's enough to continue, you know. There's enough for the games to be sustained. But yeah, it's MiHoYo, and that's that. It's like they're here, and then there's everything. There's Summoner's War, there's Epic 7, there's Wuthering Waves, there's what else? Raid, Clash of Clans. Well, not Clash of Clans. Supercell. Like they're kind of at the same top tier spot as well, because like they just put out games and people just play because it's Supercell. So I feel like I can never get too much into those games. Like it's fun, but then you think about like there's a lot of quick strategic thinking that you need to do on the fly, and I'm just like I need more than like a second to think about things. That's not my cup of tea. Like nothing wrong with the games being like that, just I'm old. I'm too old for that. I need like a minute and a half to think about what I want to pick. And everything is very intentional. Like there's a mathematical algorithm to all of, I mean, there's mathematical algorithms to anything. Unless you're Summoner's War and it's just 50% chance, it's just random. You pick something that's not good against something else, and it doesn't matter because it's gonna, you know, see how good your RNG is. That makes up for the strategy and the strategic thinking. But yeah, there's all those games like the Supercell games, Clash of Clans and things like that. There's very specific. It's like one person does this, and then other person has to do either a couple different units in a couple different spots, and those are the only plays because those are the only plays. Because mathematically, those are the only plays. If you're going to try to be competitive, it's not really about fun. It's about what is the most strategic things to do. And I think with the huge adoption of AI, it's just making all these games so much worse. Because as soon as you have people hacking and using AI tools, because they're just everywhere. You can go anywhere. Like my mom developed AI tools. She doesn't even know how to code, but she developed them because it's sarcasm. She didn't actually develop any AI tools, but yeah. As Sarcasm. These are jokes, guys. These are jokes, just like the rest of my life. All jokes. But yeah, it's so much easier than it's ever been for people to cheat because there are tools everywhere, and even if there isn't a tool for what you want, you could make it. There are frameworks out there for all kinds of quick thinking AI. And it will always be faster than humans. Sad. Terminator is coming, guys. It's coming. It's only a matter of time. The War of the Machines. Man, it's been so long since I've seen that movie. I think the first time I saw Terminator was at my grandma's house. I'm not sure why, but yeah. I barely even remember it. Sad. I barely remember most of my life, though. So, I guess that's not that unusual. Reviti. It's sad that there's a lot of units that are very hard to use in the well, it's always been kind of like that, where you can't use most of the units. Can't use most of the. I mean, if you got good RNG, you could use whatever, because whatever. This is a solid unit, though. This is an underrated unit. Your opponent starts picking water striker first pick. You're open to pick the Wind String Master as an option. So Oliver and Moore, you just go right for that String Master. But then you have to worry about, like, if they're picking like Wusa after that, then you're gonna have some issues. If they're picking Riley, then you're gonna have some issues. So, but that's why you pick the Bulwark. I don't know. Pick whatever. Just some food for thought. Wind String Master is pretty solid, though. Because every time your opponents get turns, they are punished for it. Fire Robo is another solid unit. I feel like these units should be picked more. Should be used more, at least in RTA. Oh, wait a second. This is one of his most wanted. Dreamnat 5s, Beth, Veldril, Juno, Varad. There we go, man. Wow. No blessing or anything. Just went in raw. I don't know why that's funny. There's nothing funny about that. I shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be amused like a teenager. I am happy you got a Juno, though. Especially since we didn't have to use a blessing. I'll take it. Happy birthday, Juno. What is he using? I'm curious what he's using in his RTA comps. But I'm also... I feel like that's a rabbit hole. If we get down there, then it's gonna be a problem. If you pizza when you French fry, it's gonna be a problem. And if you French fry when you pizza, when you're supposed to pizza, that's gonna be a problem as well. These are facts, guys. Now you know how to ski. Oh no! It's if you French fry when you pizza, then you're gonna have a bad time. That's what it is. I think that's the quote. If I'm gonna quote it, I better quote it correctly. You know what I have to do, though? In the next few days, I gotta get a food video out. I'm just like, these videos just turned into me clicking a button and just whatever is on my mind. I'm just like, spit it out. Let's just talk about whatever. I have a video I was supposed to supposed to edit for months now. I don't even remember how to make the stuff that was in the video, because it's been so long. Jeez. Yeah. I was supposed to do more stuff. There's so much that I'm trying to juggle right now. It's ridiculous. It's one of the joys. It is one of the nice things about summon videos is you don't have to record them. No, well, that's not true. I was gonna say you don't have to record them 1,000 times. If you have to throw it away, then that's a waste of time. But aside from that, we're not gonna get anything crazy, are we? I mean, aside from the fact that we got 2, but we are below average. We are below where we should be. We started good, and then we fizzled out. That's how this happens. Start good, fizzle out. Let's get double LD5s today. Not gonna happen, is it? I know it's not gonna happen, but it could happen. There's just so many summon videos. Oh my god. There needs to be another game that comes out that is like Summoner's War. Oh, Pokemon. Wait a second. No, there needs to be another. It doesn't have to be like Summoner's War. I hope against hope that there's going to be something that comes out that's like, wow, this is really fun and casual players can actually play it without having to be, the money sink for everyone. Not money sink. I mean, like, one of the nice things about Summoner's War is casual players can play it. Like, nowadays, it's very hard for casual players. Like, they can make progress, because I know people are going to disagree with me. They can make progress to a certain point. Like, they can catch up for the first, 2 years of the game. What used to take what used to take 2, 3, 4 years, they can now do in 3 months. Back in the day, it used to take a few years. But come to us, there's so many generous new player rewards, early game rewards to try to get people caught up, and they have to, but they did. But after that, it's like you hit a wall, and then people are always like, oh, I'm struggling. I don't know. I got all these monsters, and I feel like I should be progressing more. It's like, yeah, because you're playing against accounts that are 10 years old that have been not thousands, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars put into them. A lot of accounts, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, etc. Don't get me wrong, there are thousands of accounts that are in the 6 figures, but it's not as many as the accounts that are 10,000 plus. There's so many accounts that are 10,000. There's the tens of thousands, at least, accounts that are there. There's a lot. There's a lot of casual players even that are up that much. If you really think about it, $100 a month, if you play for 10 years, that's over $10,000. So it's not that hard to get there. But yeah, it is. There's so many accounts that have so much stuff. Hey, speaking of so many Nat 5s, congratulations. So yeah, there is a very, very noticeable point where you stop making progress, and people always and then they come to YouTubers. They're like, oh, fix my account. It's like, that's the way the game goes. They want you to spend money. That's why you hit the wall, so that you can now spend money. It's designed for that to happen. That is the business model. That's the Comtos business model. Not just Comtos, it's every mobile game. Get you excited about progress in the beginning, hit a wall, spend money to make progress. Every mobile game is like that. Well, maybe not every. Most of the pay-to-win, free-to-play mobile games are like that. It's intentional. You're not doing something, you didn't start doing something different that now all of a sudden you can't make any progress. It is intentionally like that. It is not a normal game. It is intentionally like that. Welcome to mobile gaming. And people get upset when you say that, honestly, though. People are very, very upset about that. They're like, how dare you say that? No, you just don't want to help. Like, I also, no, don't get me wrong. I also don't want to help. Because I don't want, you're lazy and you don't want to farm your runes. I don't want to do it for you. I don't want to do that. So that's also true. Both are true. Just because one is true doesn't make the other one not true. All right, so we got 3. If I just complain every single video, we at least got 3 things, but we're still below what we're supposed to be at. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I hope there's something good that comes out, but I don't see it happening. They would have to convince a lot of people to give it a shot, and that would take a lot of money. And how are they going to do that without making people spend a lot of money on the game? Just the numbers wouldn't add up. That's why we don't see these amazing games that are like super cheap to play. Because in order to be amazing and scale, you need a lot of money. It has to come from somewhere. If you're not, milking your players, then milking your players. If you're not milking your players, then where's the money going to come from? It's not. So I'm not sure how the industry evolves. Like, where is it in 10 years? Like, what really changes? And a lot of people, I think, were betting on, well, I know a lot of people were betting on the NFC thing. Not NFC, NFT. NFC walls. Yeah, good old near field communications. They were hoping that was going to help them sell video games somehow. Oh, we're at the LDs already. We could do the 10-year special scrolls first, I suppose. I just complain all the time. That's what I do. What else is new? Oh, we're not in the right spot. Here's where the Megans are. He's got a lot of stuff he didn't even build. So many things. Wait, is your units aren't even built? That's why you're not. You want to do good at First off, you want to do good in RTA. What is this what is this garbage? Just take the garbage out. Take all the garbage units out of this. This is not good enough. Unless you really know what you're doing and you got really good runes, he could be usable. But get this effing nonsense out of there. What else do we have? This is hard to. I don't know. Oh my god, this is hard to use. You can use him. He's not unusable. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know that you're going to be able to make happen. Okay, first off, skill your units up. There's fusions that skill that up. Do that. You need crit rate on. Oh my god. You don't need units to be good at RTA. You need runes. And you need to pick the right monsters. Oh my god. Shouldn't have looked, guys. I shouldn't have looked. Skogul is terrible in RTA. I think he's under. Why? Why was this selected? Why was this selected? Why do you want me to go crazy and have a breakdown? Why would you do this? Why? Why would you do this? I'm all ears. I want to know. You're like, well, just in case I find some Halphus in RTA, I'm going to bring my not skilled up light pirate captain. Well, you let me know how that works. And he's got 100 crit rate, though. That's the thing. That's the doozy. He's got... Diana, no crit rate. Not 100. Oh, she's got crit rate. She doesn't have no crit rate. Not 100 crit rate. Brig, Let's put the crit rate on him. This is important. He needs to have 100% crit rate. Let's put the good damage on this. Why? I don't know. I don't know. This... What are you doing? He's not fast enough to do anything. Is he bait? I don't... What? He's not going to do anything with that speed. Also not skilled up. Okay, here's how to win at RTA. Number 1, get runes that aren't terrible. Number 2, skill up your units. Number 3, don't pick effing Brig in RTA. Oh my god, why? Why? You're killing me. Oh jeez. All right. Well, this is what a you guys love making me crazy. You really do. Okay, we're supposed to jiggle Megans. I don't know. We need Jesus more than Megans. I swear if we get an LD here. He already has 2 LDs, so we're gonna get something. I'm ready. Is it storming outside? Well, either that or there's like Transformers fighting. It's one or the other. I want monsters for RT. Runes! Farm! Runes! Oh my god. Hey, here we go. That's the unit that you don't need crazy amount of speed for. And he's new too. Very nice. Very nice. Put runes on him. Farm runes. He's like, no. Oh my god, of course. Of course. I think we're at a good, the numbers are good right now. I think we're where we're supposed to be because we got the 2 in a row. Jeez. Sometimes I wonder if people are like, I want him to look at my account, but I'm going to put all bad runes on it. I'll hide my good runes. I'll put all the bad runes in the monsters. Maybe he's got better runes and he just doesn't have them on the units in RJ. Let's see. I'm kind of curious. God, I'm kind of curious. How fast can we make? I don't know. Yeah, let's see how fast we could, if we were gonna do 23. Not very fast. It's 21. It's not even grinded. Grind that. Not even grinded. Not even grinded. Like some of these runes are passable. Some of these runes are usable. Like you could put this on something, you can make that work. This is not fast enough. This, I mean, he's a damage dealer, so he doesn't really need to be the fastest unit in the world. But yeah, why not grinded? Grind the runes. First off, farm runes. Second off, grind runes. How fast is a frigate? Because I noticed frigate seems to have some fasty runes on him-ish. Okay, he's almost 300 speed. It wouldn't cut it. You could put that on... You put something else on frigate. You would have to put that on... If you're trying to contest speed, you'd have to use, like... Cookie Boy or... Sekhmet or something like that. Because he's not going to outspeed. If someone's trying to outspeed you and you're trying to outspeed them, and you're like, I'm going to use frigate. It's like, it's not going to be... Bruisers, and didn't he have miles and he wasn't even using miles? I think we were supposed to check that. Ooh, Martina. This could be new. I'm not complaining about, like, I feel like maybe I shouldn't just go on a rant about people's accounts. All your accounts are like this. Like 90% of the accounts. It's not one or the other. Like every time we do a thing where it's like, hey, we got a light Choco Knight. The dark one's better though. Every time we do this, though, people are like, oh my goodness, his account sucks. It's like 90% of the accounts in Summoner's War suck. That's Summoner's War. And then everyone's like, well, how do I get to... I need you to fix the runes on my account and re-rune and take the runes off and spend a week re-runing. Like, no, you need... First off, you need to go back in time 5 years and then farm every day since then. I can't, like, taking bad runes off, putting good runes... taking bad runes off, putting other bad runes on, that's not going to fix things. It's not. This guy didn't ask me to fix his account or anything. I'm just saying, in general, I'm speaking as a generalization. Rant number 400,000. You guys like, yeah, please, please. We know we're tired. Play something else. Rant about another thing that is not Summoner's War. Man, I wish I could. Speaking of going back in time, I wish I could go back in time and... Oh, look at this Praha. Is she new or do? Go back in time. New. Very nice. What was I saying? Wish I could go back in time. Well, this guy works all the time anyway. He doesn't have time to farm. And that his life is more important than Summoner's War. Real talk. Life is more important than Summoner's War. I wish I could go back in time and, like, not say anything about second and third and fourth and fifth channels. Then I would have nothing to talk about, though, because we know I just spend more percentage of time complaining about summons. That's what it would be. Because I'm always curious how things would have played out if I knew back then what I know now. But you know, hindsight is 20/20. I probably would have not done any of that, and I would have instead bet on sports games and played the lottery. Oh, I suppose I'd have to memorize the numbers first and then go back in time. That's not going to happen. I would forget in like 5 seconds. Dark puree, though. Decent LD4s. Decent LD4s. Not necessarily this one. I mean, she does do ignore defense, but she needs setup first. If I was a Hathor abuser, I might. Fire Monkey is so prevalent though. Dark Joker. We're getting good LD4s. Oh, he's a dupe. That's fine though. At least we're getting LD4s. Wind Undine. First RTA season that... Oh, all these Dark Jokers. At least he has 3 Dark Jokers now. Or rather, he has at least 3 Dark Jokers now. Because that wasn't even a dupe, and then we just got 2. So, really hope you wanted that. What do we have? Yeah, some of these units you have to actually use. Like, you got to put runes on them and put them in comps and... Too much effort, I know. Shall we? Because we already put these in storage. Can we jiggle? It is storming outside. He's going to email me back. He's going to be like, I hate you and don't ever want you to do my summons again. There's probably a lot of people that feel that way. Like, we do the summons, and then they're like, I hate you, you ruined my life, and you yelled about my account, and now I don't want to play anymore. He already has this one. Yeah, people get mad at me all the time. That's what it is. They're like, I wanted you to tell me something else. People want me to lie, but also to make the lie true. Not just to lie, make the lie true. It's like, oh, all you have to do is rub, I don't know, 2 cookies together and then stick them up your butthole and then you're going to be G3. Like, what? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. Definitely, you don't like the truth. You definitely don't. Or I suppose some people appreciate it, but a lot of people don't. All right, LD Lightning again. Let's see. Another Dark Boom. Cannot have too many of these. I'm sure he would appreciate those. Now he needs the runes for them all. Okay, Light Ninja. That's new. It was a Hall of Heroes a long time ago. More LD Lightning. Getting a decent amount of LD Force here. And that one's new too. I would call this a win. Because it's very improbable to get LD5s out of this amount of LDs. But he's walking away with a handful of LD4s. And the Nat 5s were new as well. This felt like a little lag, didn't it? Of course! Of course! Of course! Well... Can we please get to the point? The farm runes, please. There was the lag though, right? Was I was imagining it? I don't know. I guess I wasn't, because that was felt some lag there. It did wind up being an LD5. Wild. He got such great LD luck on this account. Wow. See, here's the strategy. This was supposed to be birthday summons, but he got impatient and we're doing them very early. So it's not his birthday yet. It's not going to be his birthday for a bit. But he was like, yeah, I want to do them now. This is how you actually get stuff for your birthday summons, is don't do them on your birthday. I am glad we got him an LD5. I just hope he farms runes so that he can rune it up and then do good things with it. Do good things. Yes. I hope he can do good things with it. We got a lot of cyborgs today. Also, my face looks very shiny. I don't know why it looks extra shiny today. I probably very oily, I guess. It's genetics. Sometimes it's the lighting can make it look oily. In general, not mine. Mine is just I'm oily. I'm an oily person. But it's a dupe, but yeah. Fun unit. One of my favorites. One of my favorite Nat 5s. I think he's actually going to enjoy that LD5, though. Wild. Wild. Did we go one more, or was that... Look at all this stuff that he has in storage. Oh my god, he's like... Beans does the same thing. She gets shiny things, and then they don't get built, and they stay in storage until I build them. Okay, Dark Dryad, new. That was a Hall of Heroes, though. The LD4, the LD in general, he's getting good LDs, LD luck today. Last one. It's a shiny boy. Let's go. Ooh, Shungpung is good. Oh, Velvet, that's one of his most wanted. He's going to have 2 of his most wanted ones. Please make it an easy decision for me. But I'm surprised he didn't want... So I'm just going to pick what he wanted, right? So this is Oliver over here. FYI, because I know my face is kind of in the way. Beth, Juno. We already got Juno. Veligul, and Varad. So we're going to use this. There's no Beth. There's no Varad. We already got a Juno. Personally, I would pick... There's so many good units here. Wow. Like Xingpeng is ridiculous. Like both of these are the wind resetter, decrease attack gauge, increase cooldowns. Very nasty units. Bulwark is ridiculous. Hey gang, like all these are. There's a lot of good units. Wow, he really got a lot of good RTA units. And then he also got Kumar. I think Kumar is underrated, but yeah. Yeah, we're doing Veligul because that's what he said. That's on the list. So there we go. 2 of his most wanted and an LD5. I call that a win. I'm going to say this was a successful summon session. And we'll leave it at that. All right, guys. That's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're getting some very successful summon sessions on your own accounts. I will see you as always in the next one.